He would just basically have the Venom face and the symbiote symbol on the back of his head.
Hello, stream.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, folks.
Good evening.
Yeah, this is last time, but oh boy, it's just like the main town right here where you can buy stuff.
Yes, there's the power-ups in here. So
Oh my god, it's like a Kirby
you can
RPG.
swap to any of the power-ups you want to.
This is like a Kirby RPG now.
You need blueprints for them, and I'm pretty sure they only have like a specific track.
Wait, you need blueprints? Do you have to farm stuff for them?
Not sure where you get the blueprints. You just provided some for the cutter and fire.
They're findable and levelable, like other collectible stuff.
I would laugh if it turns out at the very end that the plot twist of this game was a computer virus that turned this whole thing into an RPG.
This boxer is asking, how do you still have energy to stream after 2 still-at-home cons? I don't know.
Kirby
Like
Kirby
you.
restores energy. Just looking at that cute face.
Exactly.
Boyo. What does it want me to do? Quick surge, hold Y.
If you draw a circle, then there's an eruption in the middle of it.
Oh, okay.
And there's Stoker.
Bat.
Long time no see.
Bat.
Yeah, it feels like it's been forever.
Oh, it's so wonderful to hear your voice after such a long time.
I know,
I
right?
know, right? We've both been silent, and so has Rick. For so long.
I was actually serious for an entire stream.
I don't know that I'd say the entire
There were points.
time. Come on. Who are you trying to kid?
I was as serious as I can.
I'll accept that.
Did you see that comment I made in there about Rick being the good Archie comic?
Yeah, I did say that.
That's pretty much how the whole thing started with me when I was pets too. I was like, oh god, it's a good Archie comic artist. Rick Griffin.
Corvus says, "Hola, how's the new Kirby game? Kirby game seems pretty good."
It's Kirby-tastic.
Oh, the hilarious part, Archie is Grape. Reggie is... Or no, Veronica is Maxwell, and Betty is Peanut.
I could see it.
I
If you
knew
say
it.
so.
Yeah.
Well, if you look... I mean, the problem is, there's real... if I had to look... If I look at the other way around, Peanut is Archie, Maxwell is Reggie, and basically Grape would be Betty and Veronica, but except Veronica would be Sabrina. I can't
Wait,
see
what?
Grape being Betty.
Wouldn't Sabrina be Sabrina?
You
Uh,
mean Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Yeah,
Yes.
she's like part of the canon, isn't she?
yeah.
I don't know. I can't tell you what is
She-
and isn't canon in
she-
Archie comics.
She
Unless
is.
it's Sonic comics in Archie.
No, she is canon. I remember last thing before I took the series, before I stopped watching the series. She was canon. She's basically very distant though. Like she's around. She's like the one friend that we talk to far away from some strange land kind of deal. But yeah,
She's the sixth.
Yeah, she's from like she's from like the valley.
She's from Narnia.
she doesn't really join in like with. She doesn't like go to the school that they go to, but they talk to her.
Yeah, she goes to witch school.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Which school does she go to?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
But yeah, I always said that. I mean, you have a cat named Sabrina in the comic, but she acts more like the Veronica than Sabrina. So she's the Veronica.
La vie. No.
Yeah. But you can't really call Grape would be closer to Betty, but the thing about Grape is that she likes to. Betty only really puts her foot in her mouth when she's trying to. Well, actually, she puts her foot in her mouth when she's trying to be nice about it, but Betty puts her foot in her mouth sometimes too, and so does Grape. So yeah.
She only puts her foot in her mouth when she's talking.
Yeah. And she tries to play herself off, which Betty does do. She thinks she's better than Veronica, and she does something. She says, "I don't flirt with boys like you do," and she's like, then she goes at guys, and which Grape does too. So actually, yeah, I guess Grape would be closer to Betty.
And don't you forgetty.
Next thing we know, we
Mom
get
spaghetti.
now we just gotta find out if Grape has a knack for engineering, like Earl.
Palms are sweaty. Mom spaghetti. Archie can't choose between Ronnie and Betty.
Ah, there you go. What you gonna sell when they come to tow away the car? Damn.
Yeah.
Damn! I screwed it up, Silker.
It's okay, I forgive you. Just this once.
Hey, Stoker.
How what?
Did Jonas talk to you about the thing?
Oh, did I?
I don't know, did you?
Miller's got a thing.
Okay.
I think.
Is it from another world?
No, I kind of passed out after the previous stream, and I almost overslept here.
Fair. No, it was just I was gonna give you the most recent build of the VN thing I'm working on.
The one for Dogman?
Yeah, because I'm trying to just see how people use it, to see if there's any obvious features that are missing, or there's anything oversight in the documentation or anything.
And if maybe it might be able to be used for more than one kind of VM thingamawhatsit.
Well, yeah, the idea is because my thought was that Rick is a bit of a perfectionist. If I can make this thing and he's happy with it, then anybody could be happy with it, and I would be able to sell it on the Unity Asset Store.
Whoa,
that's a good idea.
All right.
Yeah, okay, I'm definitely interested. And I know might even know someone else who might be interested. So definitely ping me about this.
Writing, but I don't know if you've ever done markup writing before.
Tiny bit of HTML, but it's been a long time ago. I've been meaning to learn CSS and shit like that. But
really want me to
what's
have okay.
The
markup language? What is it based on? What's it forked from?
Well, I mean, I'm basically having to write that myself. It's not markup as in an actual XML or HTML. I say markup in quotations because it's more like stage directions, right? Where you have a character's dialogue line, and then you say, "Oh, I need them on the left side," or "Oh, I want them to be cheerful on this line," or "Oh, I want this sound effect to play on this line."
Okay. It's MML. It's Miller Markup Language.
I like that.
I mean, I had thought to call it Feather. If I did want to call it, because it's a lot of these languages.
It's light as a feather.
Well, people, yeah, they like to do a lot of either talking about some kind of knitting analogy, or they like to talk about handwriting. So it'll be parchment or pen, or in the case of the thing I'm using, it's called ink, and there's another one called twine, and they have knots and threads in them.
That's women.
All very cute language, but then I was like, oh, I call it feather, an old pen feather. But then also because burb and light as a feather, and all kinds of reasons.
Bless me, little hobbit feet.
What are you doing?
I don't know. It sounded good at the time.
No, I want.
Rick, use ice.
Use ice? Okay.
Use ice. Whee. And keep using ice. Lots of ice here.
Anyway, yeah. Wait.
But this mini boss has tornado. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, ice and tornado spinning doesn't really usually mix, but I mean,
Yeah, need to get tornado at some point.
how
Get
about
equipped with tornado.
can the tornado spinning duck slip on ice?
You know, that's a question we all have to ask at some point in our lives. It's like, does Bruno Mars is gay? We all has to know.
Does his ass? You know?
I mean,
Pardon, did you say?
I don't even know why I ask these questions anymore.
I said has to know.
All you defend is
Does
ice.
anybody care about the Oscars? I assume since we're all here.
Perfect
no.
defense.
Okay. The extent to which I care about the Oscars is if like what animated films get it. You know, like I don't even know what's on the block this year, but like it makes me happy when like stuff that friends of mine worked on is nominated. So I care about that. But why? Is there?
Ow,
There's
ow, ow.
breaking news of Will Smith punched Chris Rock in the face for making fun of his wife on stage.
This
Wow.
happened?
Like 30 seconds ago. Like the live reporting here.
Oh,
Holy guacamole.
Did this
Chris Rock made a joke about Will Smith's wife, and Will Smith got up from his table, walked up to the stage, and smacked him across the face.
was this all on? Oh my god!
Damn, maybe I should have watched this year.
Apparently, the American televised version of it muted everything Will Smith was shouting at him, but the Japanese one didn't have that. So there is uncensored version of him being like, "Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth."
Wow.
I probably shouldn't be as amused by this as I am.
Okay, you can use tornado, Rick. The secret mission was to freeze her.
I appreciate this new age of chivalry. You do not appreciate another man making fun of your woman. You will defend her honor to the death.
Wow.
I did
That's
not manage
wild.
to freeze her because I don't think I can think if I even know any other things I can do with ice other than just attempt to blast them with the ice.
Yeah, it's just kind of a hit it with ice as much as you can between its attacks before it breaks out again.
You gotta get that crowd gun upgrade so you can freeze the Glyphid Praetorians and... Wait,
Yeah.
wrong game.
I was like, what?
I'm making a deep rock joke.
Oh,
Hollywood Award for a bunch of
I hit
rich
this
people
button again.
themselves on the back for being rich. Yeah. The Grammys and all of those kinds of award shows are generally very... I'll use the phrase incestuous. for particularly how, derogatory it is.
I've wondered, like, how fixed it all is. You know, I mean, I don't know.
My last vestige of interest in the winners was snuffed out when I learned that the Academy members are not required to view any of the movies before voting on them.
Yeah, that's
Well-
upsetting.
What do they watch? The trailers?
They're not required to do anything. They can just vote based on what they think of the title or the poster. They don't have to do anything.
Okay.
It happens a lot with the animated movies. That's why Disney always wins, is because that's just the one that had the most advertising, and those people don't go and watch animated movies.
Basically, yeah.
Wow. You know,
They're just like,
Once I learned
I
that,
don't want to watch it. It's just like you have a semi-responsibility. So I guess they prove it's not that much of a responsibility.
yeah, there's
Twitter images not loading for anyone else?
I don't know.
Are you trying to link something in Discord?
No, I was just on Twitter, and images don't seem to be loading.
Well, there was your first problem.
I know if you're trying to link stuff in Discord, sometimes it'll block certain content, or just like links won't work. And
Rick, to your right.
Twitter.
Usually, if you affix FX in front of Twitter.com when you do that on Discord, it'll undo the thingy.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta remember that. I gotta remember that thing exists. I just forgot that.
Yep, you got to. It's the law.
Yeah.
Law. I was gonna say
Usually
shit.
do it by default whenever I'm linking something that comes from a NSFW account, because sometimes Discord just blocks it based on that.
Yeah, and because of Twitter's fancy new who's a Mawatsis.
Yep. I mean, at the very least, they give us hexagonal icons so we know who to beat up at lunch.
They keep promoting those to me. They're like, hey, did you know about this thing? And I was like, hey, did you know about this thing? And I extend my middle finger.
Yeah, no, I was just going to my profile to like change one little thing, and it was like new NFTs,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, bruh, really?
NFTs are
Read the
gross,
room.
disgusting, and terrible for a lot of things. However,
Here we go.
there's one application I've seen recently that kind of makes sense.
What's the one application that makes sense? I gotta know. I does this have to know.
So, do you know of Mr. Oh god, was it Mr. Beast Gaming or was it Dr. Disrespect? I think it might have been Dr. Disrespect.
Who's that?
Is a extremely controversial Twitch streamer. Like, has been banned and unbanned several times.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I've heard of him, yeah.
He
what's
is
his
starting a
shtick?
game studio, and one of the things they were doing is that you can basically buy into like their Kickstarter for this studio, and if you get to a certain tier, they will give you an NFT, and whoever owns those NFTs will have access to a like a design chat room, early feedback stuff, and they'll basically be part of contributing towards the game design.
My
As a-
immediate question to that is, does it need to be an NFT to be able to do that?
No, but having it be there's only like 50 of them in the world, and it's a login token or whatever that basically you could buy and sell to other people, kind of actually works, right?
Well, yeah, an actual cryptographic function does.
That's easy for you to say.
That
Marcus
does
Bell
make
says
sense.
itch does that without the need for using the blockchain. Yeah, you're probably right. It probably doesn't need the blockchain. But it's still just one of those things where it's like, I can see how this might just be a decent solution for them, and of course they're trying to sort of bank on some of the fervor for NFTs for the people who are excited for them, the fools who are excited for them.
Right. They're getting in on the buzz.
Yeah. Old-fashioned. Old-fashioned cash grab.
Yeah.
Just like Mom used to make.
Chalk mark on the back and everything.
Exactly.
Evolve Needle.
Evolve the
Little
needle.
needle become bigger needle.
It looks,
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
this-
minion. It looks like a minion. Better.
Like
Yeah,
a
I
lot-
would just say that.
Oh my god, I love it.
I
It's
do
just spiky things. Instead of being just like a porcupine, it's just spiky things.
Yeah, cactur, shell, spring needle.
Good old throwback to Kirby 64.
Did it
What?
have this kind of thing?
Okay.
If you had double spike, it did that.
Oh wow, okay. I'm not familiar with all of the Kirby powers.
Hey, look at that! Kirby got his own version of Bones.
Like
He's
I
now-
know some of them. Like I know Plasma is the thing where you like wiggle the control stick, and like
Yeah. plasma.
Wheel is the thing where it's like you hop on a unicycle or unimotorcycle.
Well, that's when you have a wheel partner. Regular wheel is Kirby just turns into a wheel.
Okay. See, I told you I don't know these.
I don't know what that's for.
Well, you'd probably like Wing.
Is Kirby a unicellular life form? I have to know. Is he like one of those, is he an amoeba? Have I solved the enigma?
The enigma of Kirby.
I don't think he's unicellular, but he's definitely a homogeneous meat thing.
He's powered by his power. A Forsaken power.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what you just used.
If you
Okay.
sliced a bit off of him, would it form a separate Kirby?
Jonas, why would you want to slice up Kirby?
I believe that was the plot of Kirby Mass Attack.
Wait a minute. He can emulate anything he engulfs. If you divide him, it forms another Kirby. He's the thing. He's the thing from the John Carpenter.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Have you ever seen him and Kurt wrestle in the same place at the same time?
True.
Okay, let's do this thing.
Yes, let's do this thing.
Cooking Kirby.
You're telling me Kirby is what happens if Rick would have tried to make the thing? He would have just made it really cute.
The customer satisfaction level gets too low, it'll be game over. Okay.
Kirby doesn't have hips, though.
Well, we know that they can't lie. in
Kirby
that
is
case.
a hip. Kirby is just one hip.
Oh, God.
Its entire body is one hip.
I thought he was a buttock.
Buttock. Clearly, he's a bubble.
Oh, that's what that was last time. You're like, Kirby is round and soft and pink like a butt.
But
Cooking mini games. Yeah.
Oh, it's just
That
a
brings back
order
memories.
fulfillment minigame.
Picture matcher.
There was I don't know if anybody remembers this, but back in the Commodore days, there was a Donald Duck video game that was just like this.
It's lunch rush time.
Uh-oh.
I like how Kirby starts sweating if he's taking too long.
Kirby
What?
sweaty. Mom spaghetti.
why did the tomatoes have M's on them?
they're Maxim
tomatoes.
Oh. Of course.
It was like that because the original Game Boy game didn't have any color, so they need to
Exactly.
let you know that it was a thing. And
You
not just
remember
like
how
a
he
blob.
was... Kirby was white on the box art for the original one?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't know he was supposed to be pink.
Nice.
Nobody knew.
I love it. I love the era of uninformed box art, like the weird ass box art from Mega Man 1. Like,
Oh my gosh.
it was good.
Isn't that the one where he just has like a Glock? instead of-
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just a guy in a suit.
Mega murder!
Mega Man.
Also gay.
Oh, and the manuals where he's like going to outer space to save the space diamonds from Dr. Wily aliens.
Yeah.
It happens.
Is this Sonic Adventure 2?
If you keep doing higher difficulties, you get a model.
Oh, Kirby is the baby Pokemon version of Lickitung.
I could see that. Lick it, tongue and licky licky.
You don't say.
What's up here?
I do say.
We're doing more cafes with seating on the roof.
That is nice.
I still can't believe they put bad box art Mega Man in Street Fighter X Tekken. That was weird.
Really?
Yeah, he's an actual fighting character, and all he's doing is trying to get his attention. Like, this is my destiny.
Good times.
Even one of his quotes apparently is time to bring home the bacon. Like cheesy liners like that.
You gotta love it.
It's attention now.
So there was a Mega Man game that spelled Wily as Willy. Yep.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Dr.
I-
Willy.
Willy. I'm Dr. Willy.
Yes, you can pull a Mario and go down your pipe house.
The Mega Man thing I always am gonna remember for like the rest of my life. As the kids say, the thing that would live in my head rent free is the like drunken, can't quite say his lines correctly, Dr. Wily from that one anime.
I never saw that.
That was Dr. Light, and that was Mega Man
Or
8.
Yeah, the Mega Man 8 cutscenes.
They're very
We have to,
anime cutscenes.
Cover all the energy resources in Mega Man.
Yeah, what Mega Man? He like tries to say something else and he like catches himself and then says, "What Mega Man?"
Oh, jeez, I didn't even know.
But that's more
We
realistic.
find that meteor, we find Dr. Wiwi.
Very, very quiet.
I'm making evil robots.
Yeah,
What is
that was,
with you
that was
people?
also the one that had the monologue by was it Mega Man or whatever, where he's just like, "What are we fighting for?"
No, that was Zero in
Zero.
Mega Man X4.
Yes, 4.
Yes, X4, yeah.
No, this isn't happening. There's no reason for me to go on. What am I running for?
In Tekken,
Wow.
they actually got Johnny Bosch to do that. Like, he actually did a pretty good job of that.
Wait,
I'm
the,
surprised.
the former Power Ranger?
Yes.
Yeah, didn't you know
he's
he?
a voice actor.
Yeah, he was the voice of Vash the Stampede in the English dub of Trigun.
He's done a lot of voices.
Wow. Wow.
He's been doing Zero since Marvel vs. Capcom 3, to be honest, and he's been doing a phenomenal job, in my opinion. Really good.
Oh.
Well, that's well good for him.
Spiky or coin? Which one do you want?
Going up to a Gordo like, I'm one of you now.
Having Spike here is good. Just become invincible for a second. That's a good power for this section.
It's a good power in general.
It's true.
I know, I missed it. I know! Aha.
Haha, gamer brain.
Gamer Bramer.
Kramer Kramer. Jerry and Kramer.
I
Sir,
was thinking that.
I'm afraid you've got gamer brain.
We're sorry, Eric. He's got Gamer
What with the
Brain.
YYY and the XXX?
Can we... Actually, okay. Can we talk about Tunic, or should I avoid any spoilers?
I still haven't seen how it turned out
Okay.
because I'm going to buy it at some point.
Alright, All right, fine.
You're not allowed to say a word.
No, I
Not just
actually-
about Tunic, just in general. You can't say anything.
Okay.
Stop talking. Be quiet for several days.
Alright, I'll just make noises.
I did have a question about Tunic, and you don't have to go into details, but do we ever find out anything more about the shopkeeper?
I didn't find anything else out about the shopkeeper.
Aww.
Love that shopkeeper.
He's a cool guy.
When he extends his creepy bony hands, and he offers you the stuff.
Hang on a second, I'll be right back.
Posted a meme about that earlier today. Where they posted the Ruin Seeker as Bonko Cat being like, "Shopkeeper, give me another 3 bombs and make it quick."
I saw that. That was so cute. Used to be an emoji.
Rick, for this one, don't go into the water.
But yeah, I wanted to like comment on it, but I realized that like people, that we may have folks
How am
other
I
than
supposed to
Stoku.
kill them without going into the water?
Inhale?
I guess I could do that.
I do like how your abilities last so long when you drop them in this game. That you can regularly do that.
Come on, I dare you to attack me.
No, never.
Fine.
Oh, I never want to attack you.
I know I fell.
Well. Hello, Ty, who says, OMG, the Kirby shirt is adorable.
So as you can
Game
see,
bomb.
Kirby
Sweet.
Kirby has been trying to osmose West, but West is fighting back. And we think maybe at some point they're going to like form a mutual symbiotic relationship.
We can't tell who's talking at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, are we talking about Jonas and me?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Wow. Nice. Just putting the lampshade on it. Nice.
Lampshade?
But yeah, we think that eventually Kirby and West are going to form like an Eddie Brock Venom kind of thing, and they're going to like fight crime together. Yeah, I mean.
Oh, I thought everybody already knew that's where the arc was going.
So that means they're going to be joining the Rickverse somehow, and they're going to be whisked away to some other universe.
Rick, could you just swap the faces sometime? Like, just the face.
Well, you switch the talking animation so it's the little Kirby mouth moving whenever his microphone has something coming through.
Hang on 1 second.
That would be hilarious.
Take this into Photoshop.
Oh my gosh.
Just a almost style hat.
He's already in on it, I see. I hear the clickety-clackety clocks going already. And then Wes has a little Poyo animation. Speech bubble.
You know, as you do.
You know what? Give me that.
Huh.
You know what's a real good way to not fall in the water? Just turn it to ice underneath your feet.
What a thought.
There's some games you can do that in. Squeak
Golden
quad.
fish. I found the golden fish.
I found a bowl! Good for me!
Speaking of
Okay, so you can't go into the water like that.
Magica, where you could make bridges over water with ice, but the problem is as soon as you tried to walk across one of them, one of your friends would get the flamethrower spell and destroy the ice just to kill you.
I hate when that happens.
Oh, there it is.
That game was absolutely a test in like how much are you willing to mess with your friends because it's funny rather than ever getting anything productive done.
Yeah, I've seen people play that where they spend just 2 hours killing each other. There's a spell that just like randomly kills someone on screen, right?
There's the Thunderbolt spell that probably does that.
Yeah.
This makes me happy.
It would, you monster.
Can't get over Kirby's face in this mode, particularly.
And then there's like laser spells you can do, but they have the thing where it's like, oh, don't cross the beams. If you cross two of them, it explodes. So if you have one of your friends is using one of the laser spells, you then cast another laser spell like right next to them or like really close to where their cast is starting from. So the explosion happens directly in their face and they die from it.
Nice.
I mean, it's not like the game doesn't expect you to do that kind of stuff. The game does not take itself seriously at all. And it kind of has this sort of tone for doing all the chaotic stuff.
You found a Waddle Dee. Oh,
You
and
Waddle
another
Dee that.
Waddle Dee.
What'll you know?
Waddle they think of next.
All right,
The bombs have their own little safety ring.
that's cute. So I finished Elden Ring today. GC, Ray, have either of you finished it yet?
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to.
I finished it. I took a break from it for a while, but I'm definitely going back to it sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's that?
And a fish.
I'm just kind of upset that at the beginning of the game, I wanted to do a dexterity faith build. And basically, I didn't find a good weapon for that until after the last boss. Because the last boss gives you a pretty good sword that scales off dexterity and faith. And I'm just like, come on. I really have to wait till the end of the game before I can do anything.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they set you up with more options earlier on. Feels like a whole lot of builds and whatnot don't really work until late.
Yeah, they definitely had archetypes in mind that they were putting more power into.
I've been playing with a almost pure faith build, and now I want to try the katanas out that I've been looking forward to play with. But faith build was a very safe build in this game,
And then you
and
just get up here.
but it doesn't have after seeing how other players have been
And
playing
okay,
it.
it's a bridge.
I definitely know for a fact that the raw damage spells are inside of sorcery and well, not just the giant like giant hammers or anything like that. Katanas.
The faith spells are mostly utility. Not that much damage.
Other
So
than-
there's very little utility. Everything does damage, but that's about all it does.
There's the Black Flame, but other than that,
The Cypher Patas I've been very faithful with, but then I realized part of the problem with the Cypher Patas is that you can't really modify them, and that's the problem with faith. You're basically a hammer. You're basically a hammer and that's that.
Yep.
I
The one you
It's
didn't
sharp.
get was the one that Ray mentioned.
Yeah. If I had a projectile attack, that would have been easier, but
Luckily, its unblockable blade is awesome, though. I loved that ability. But I would have helped if I could put fire
Yeah, so
on my face.
Dawson Chat is right. A lot of the dragon incantations are where you get damage in your faith stuff.
You gotta also build into Arcano for them to do any serious damage. That's the thing.
I love hearing
yeah.
people talk about a game that I've never played. It just sounds like they're talking about some completely alien world.
Some esoteric, you know.
It's as alien as Final Fantasy? No.
Oh, Snizzles. I mean, it was before I started playing Final
We
Fantasy.
gotta make sure we build more greenhouses, or else our despair is gonna max out. And then we gotta get some steam cores into some more bots so that we can have our drills be automated, and then we'll have more people in order to have the.
Miller, you're still using actual words. I've just used.
I know, because I'm talking about the game Frostpunk.
Oh, okay.
I am trying to just go with a completely different game here, but I'm absolutely talking about stuff you would do in that game.
If
Hey,
I-
Jonas, what kind of words would you use, Jonas? Why don't you share them with us?
Oh, you gotta form all the flavor blocks and collect the.
Yeah, I
Is
thought
that
it
what
was
you have to do,
action.
Jonas?
Jonas would be a great game creator. He would just he would come up with some kind of like Lewis Carroll
So annoying.
adventure game.
All the characters would be named like Flug.
Yeah. There wouldn't be moon logic. There'd be moon language.
You'd spend all the time trying to decode the rune language, only to find out it means absolutely nothing. It's like
It is consistent, but it means nothing.
it's like Beck lyrics or something once it's translated.
It's like Simlish.
Yeah, exactly.
Haruka Dorgan.
How about that? How about that?
Chain Bomb is great.
He might be slightly
Great.
overpowered.
You haven't even done the really fun one yet.
Which I assume is you put two of them and they make a line, right?
You can do up to 6, and the explosion gets gigantic. Like, against the main boss, I had 6 go off at once, and it took off, like, a little over a third of its health.
What move was that?
Yeah. If you could get all 6 of them to land on the boss, if you can get all 6 of them to be close to the boss, but not touch each other, and you have all the time to set them up, sure, you could do a bunch of damage, it looks like. But it seems like it takes quite a lot of setup to get to that point.
Light 'em up with lantern switches.
Okay, then what about you, Sucker? Do you have any like a game or movie or anything you would talk about and like nobody in this room would know what you're saying?
A game or a movie? Yes. I could definitely come up with one or both of those.
He knows he knows horror movies that like no other human being on the planet.
Well, I'm not saying ones that came out a while ago. I'm saying something recent. If you've watched it recently or it came out recently.
Well, that's a thing right there. Do you want something that I watched recently, or do you want something that came out recently? Because those are not necessarily the same thing.
What I don't know. What do you think is more interesting?
Dad and I just finished watching Terror Train a few minutes ago. Yeah, it's a 1970s horror movie starring Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing.
Of course it is.
It's about a caveman on a train, missing link on a train that gets thawed out, and it starts killing people by staring into their eyes and making their eyes go all white and woogly. And the caveman's actually the host of an ancient evil spirit, and it's going around wooglying people on the train.
Man, I felt like I saw the movie already. Thank you, Snooker.
You're welcome.
What if they just never explained that there is an evil spirit? Like, it's just he's using his caveman powers. Ancient man once had these powers.
I mean, that sounds possible.
I'm looking through my Steam library to see what the most like unknown game I've got in there is. Because the problem is
Eagle Out.
almost everything I know about, I get through recommendations from other people.
Yes, the technical term is woogling people. No, what he does is what he does is he like sucks out all the people's knowledge by looking into their eyes, and it turns their brains completely smooth.
Does it have like a cut-in image showing their brain smoothening?
No, they found that out when they did an autopsy on one of the victims.
Oh, I see.
So it's me after 10 hours of working.
When he does the eye thing, does it make like a juice box noise? Like,
No, his eyes just glow red.
so
Clearly
In case you can't tell, I loved this movie. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
The Tropical Terror. Tropical
Oh,
version
is it
of
the
Wispy
movie?
Woods.
Soul
But be
Train?
careful not to be careful not to look too closely at the TV when you watch this movie, or else you might get woogled.
What was it called
What
again?
about
Soul
you,
Train?
Jonas? You said you were looking.
Soul Train. Yes, GC, it was called Soul Train.
Sorry. I missed
you know,
It was called Terror Train.
Terror Train. Yeah.
yeah,
Terror Train, Soul Train, same thing.
Man, I looked through my entire
Doom Train.
library. Like nothing I have is obscure. Basically, everything I've got is like I saw it in a tweet, or or one of you recommended it to me. Or,
Unfriendly Franz.
oh, I remember.
Tropic Wood.
I think isn't there a guy like this in the Kirby Smash level?
There's always a guy like this in the Kirby games. He's like a often repeated character.
Or are we talking about Wispy Woods?
Yes.
Yep.
I guess.
Yeah, only in
it's-
this case it's the tropical. It's like the Alolan version.
See a little.
Yeah, it's like the Executor, except instead of having a 30-foot tall neck, it's just got palm fronds.
Yeah, it's not a Kirby game if you don't fight a giant tree.
It's true. It's in the Kirby Charter of 1974.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's in Kirby's appearance contract.
He's like, I have to kick the ass of a tree, and they're like, why, Kirby? Why do you have to do that? And he's
Like,
like,
no,
the tree.
I just
Brown
hate nature.
No
I just
brown
hate
M&Ms,
nature.
and I have to fight a tree.
Those are Kirby's conditions. Deal with it.
Exactly.
Don't argue with him. Kirby died for your sins.
Kirby died for your smash hats.
Same thing.
I don't know, now he's angry.
You've
There was
angered the
another
tree.
one. There was another one I watched. Oh yeah, it was called Island of Terror. A lot of terror going on. This was another one that Peter Cushing was in.
He was just all over the place, wasn't he?
This was like a British 60s, I think, sci-fi monster movie about a doctor on a remote, like, English island who was trying to cure cancer and accidentally created a bunch of almost indestructible little Roomba blobs that would dissolve your bones if they got a hold of you.
Okay, how do you go from looking for a cure? Never mind.
Yeah, like seriously, it started off with kind of a creepy concept because it's like, there's something running around this island that's like melting people's, that's like dissolving and consuming people's skeletons from the inside, and like, then you actually see what the monsters look like, and it's downhill from there.
I mean, this is the same era of like Fantastic Voyage with the white blood cell that's basically a glowy washcloth. I mean, it's
You mean the one that freaked you out when you were a kid?
Yes. Also, shut up. Look,
Now, how do you describe these things?
anything that
think.
anything that can eat Blofeld is scary. Okay.
Anything that can eat Blofeld is scary. Oh, I watched it. There's this movies channel on my dad's like cable TV thing. It's just called Movies. That's all it's called. It's like movies cable channel, or just movies or whatever. So guess what they show there? They show movies.
What's that?
They show movies. I already said it. And
So, Jonas, a movie is this thing where it's like a ton of images produced very quickly,
Wow.
right? And then you sit down and you watch it for a time, and the images mean something.
No, they
now, if you see the train coming towards you, you don't have to leap out of the way. It's not going to hit you.
yeah.
But yeah, it was a wild movie. They were like silicon-based life forms. They called them silicates. You know, as you do.
It's better than calling them something else, like, I don't know, Sicilians?
Sicilians? Is that what you said?
Yeah. That's what
Wise
I'm saying.
Waddle Dee has arrived in town. He'll give you tips to find missing blueprints.
You can tell he's wise because he's still wearing his graduation hat.
Wait a minute, the tassel's on the left. That means he hasn't graduated.
Oh my
He's
god.
wiser still. He's still riding that scholarship money. Is there a werewolf movie with a good furry quality werewolf that eats people like whole? The werewolf eats people whole, asking for a friend.
See, when you say good furry quality werewolf, what I think of is like he's like inexplicably charming and sexy. And
And he's just like, oh, I'm afraid I'm going to have to eat you whole
Yeah,
now. And then he
yes.
just like unhinges his jaw like a snake.
I mean-
exactly.
Not good. See, here's the thing, it's not good. I know the bad ones. There's like Lichen Colony. That movie's awful.
Like, yeah, and then there's the good quality ones that are like Van Helsing, but there's no eating people whole in that.
Kyle,
I
Globally,
love
the
that
total
they
count
call
for objects inhaled is 199 million. Why do I need to know this?
because you're going for that big 200 mil.
Networking.
Would you like to hear more?
Sure.
But you know, it is funny. I was saying the other day that the world is overdue for the first openly horny werewolf movie.
Oh my god!
Because I mean, listen.
Wasn't that just Underworld?
No. I mean something that's like as openly horny
I
as
was
The
gonna
Shape
say,
of
isn't that
Water was
Twilight?
for Fishmen.
Isn't that Twilight 2?
Twilight 2.
The
Electric
Shape of the
Boogaloo.
Forest.
The Shape of the Forest. The
Well, no,
Shape of My... Anyway.
Weren't there 3 Twilight movies? The second one had werewolves?
Technically there were 4. And all but the first one had werewolves.
Yeah. I don't know what you call
Not-
that, but the Twilight movies are pretty horny from what I understand.
That's Mormon horny. I want like real horny.
Could you just?
And yes, I did just
Just
declare there was a
shades of
difference
great fur.
between. I did just declare there's a difference between horny and morny. Morny,
That's a
yes,
big
Mormon
hat,
horny,
Kirby.
morny.
Dare I?
That one is
ask?
very fun.
Dare you ask what, Jonas?
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Do you want to open that can of worms on this stream?
I'm just.
Do you want the forbidden knowledge? Because that's how you
definitely
get the
weapon
forbidden
used against
knowledge.
bosses there.
I'm just imagining like the most awkward dialogue possible with like a hot CGI werewolf, like.
Yes, Jonas.
I'm trying to formulate it, just like I'm really of the most.
Please do share with the rest of the class,
I'm just trying to
Jonas.
imagine like if it was just pure furry bait, like
Come closer, it's cold out there tonight. I'm all covered in fur, so I'll be warm. You can snuggle up with me and share in it.
oh god.
Oh no! They only booked us a room with one bed.
Do they glitter? Are they ripped? No, yes.
She's just
Do
like,
they glitter? Are they ripped?
Can they eat me whole?
she's just like,
Do they glitter? Are they ripped? Well, did they cameo in Tales from the Crypt?
she's just like rubbing her hands over his chest, and she's just like, wait a minute, how many nipples are there? He's like,
1, 2, 3,
Good nips.
4.
He's like, if you have to ask, you're not ready for the answer.
Welcome to Wandaria.
Hey, we're going to Disneyland.
Abandoned Disneyland.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh, it's a
this game-
defunct land.
I was gonna say, so this is Nier Automata. We're now at the abandoned amusement park. It's in a post-apocalyptic world. It is Nier Automata.
Automata. Do, 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 do.
right, picture
Like,
this,
he just took Nier and made it more green.
this picture. He's like transforming for the first time.
Oh my
in front of
gosh.
her. And he's like, oh no, get away! My shirt is ripping, and you know, and he's like, oh no, my pants are ripping too. She's just standing there like, yeah. I want to write this. I want to write this.
You
code
like,
where-
yeah, he like starts transforming and you can like hear sounds and the other
Right.
person's like, oh, is that your clothes ripping? You growing
Jonas,
giant? And he's like, no, that's my bone snapping.
Jonas, it's you've just got Artemis looking at the script and being like, really?
What are you talking about?
These are the things Artemis had to do to make ends meet when he was 19.
God,
Oh my gosh.
he started in Bad Werewolf porn. That's amazing.
He's
He,
just
like,
how much
is
are
this
getting
your-
paid for this? They're like double minimum wage. He's like, okay, I guess.
Later in life, they're like, is this your complete filmography? It's like, we don't talk about the early stuff.
Giant stuff is the good stuff.
Look, I want this to be canon.
I'll consider it.
Nope.
Did you say no?
Now it's a nope.
Oh,
He's
okay.
like, no horny.
I mean, it's a bit late to be banning horny from the penny comic.
God.
That's what pays the bills, y'all.
All right.
Yeah, Stoker's just like, if I didn't have the horny, what else is left?
Oh, speaking of Soka, let me send you a preview of the thingy.
Oh, the
Yeah, I
thingy.
won't get into that war. Don't worry.
The thingy.
The thingy.
Yeah, I just.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you were gonna send him that the image you drew during this.
Oh yeah, no, he's already sent
already
me
got
that.
No, I want. I
Here.
just here,
Need to save that actually.
There you go.
Oh,
I may
right,
have come up with an. I may have come
CalArt
up with an
penny?
excellent
Yeah.
use for this in the future.
And I just handed.
Is
off
it trolling the
thing.
fans?
Maybe.
I'm
No, 'cause
still
you guys-
expecting that theme song for you to sing later, Stoker.
You guys
Oh.
were talking about styles, and it was like, yeah, CalArts. Some people find it kind of annoying and stuff. Some people like it, but then I was saying in chat, I was just like, but Allegria is the style that like everybody hates.
What's that?
Nope, nobody likes Allegria. That's the
Allegria.
yeah, that's the like if you've seen like Google ads where they have like the very colorful people that have big
Oh, yes, that's terrible.
simple shapes.
Oh, I didn't know what.
Facebook came up with it a while ago.
And then everybody
Uh,
copied them.
This one,
And everybody copied them.
great.
Wow.
Yeah, if you look it up, like the first image you see is somebody did like Cronus eating their son in the style.
all right, you got me. How do you spell this?
Alegia.
It's hilarious.
I do love, yeah, if you look up Allegria style, it's like the first image result is Cronus eating his son, but in that like Facebook corporate style.
Oh, it's beautiful.
God.
You know what the Allegria style reminds me? It looks a lot like '90s coffee mugs and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's got that.
I can
It's got
see it,
that
yeah.
energy.
Yeah. That was like immediately what I thought of when I saw this.
That cursed bean energy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, dang nabbit. How long have I forgotten that?
Forgotten what?
Yeah, Mr.
be a-
Bean.
Guarding
thing that I
bananas,
didn't
you need a
remember.
banana.
That could be a
I
really
stole
terrible,
the bananas.
The bananas has gone bad.
a really terrible title for
Bananas!
a werewolf movie. Cursed Beans.
Nabbit.
Cursed beans.
I can't
Hey
believe
guys,
all
what are we
this
waiting in line
time.
for?
Oh my god, that's so cute. Girl waiting in line.
Like, hey, you can't cut.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's adorable.
Man, this is just reminding me of Super Mario Sunshine now.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing I can do right here is tilt. So. I
Can't
don't
shoot
have
bottle
to.
rockets.
Yeah, I don't have to aim at enemies at the same time. I just have to not hit them.
I'm using tilt controls.
And
Now that makes me wonder if you were playing in undocked mode.
Okay, this
Okay, this
definitely. Yeah.
I love this area. The like glow in the dark retro arcade sort of thing.
Yeah, like Space Mountain.
On
Ow.
top of Space Mountain.
I missed it.
All covered with space.
See,
Hell
something
yeah.
I do really like that they do here is after little sections like that, they give you the little retry warp star that puts you right before that part of the stage.
Kirby destroyed the ride. Now they...
Bing.
Oh, never mind. They fixed it. Okay.
It's magic, what can I say?
Aw. It's a cute little... Hurry hit a ride before Kirby steals it. Aw.
The infamous thief, Kirby.
Kirby, you jacked my ride.
Kirby the Third.
Don't want to know what happened to the first two.
Yeah. That's like loop on the anyway.
Loop on the loop.
I told you about the thing with Herlock Sholmes, right? And Lupin.
Yeah. he
Yes.
did during the
Okay, good.
legendary play.
I just love that. I love everything about that.
Bring it back.
Like, that's such a Jonas-ass thing to do. He's like, okay, fine. You won't let me call him Sherlock Holmes? His name is Herlock Sholmes.
It's the perfect crime.
And this is his partner in investigations, Dr. Juan Johnson.
Watch us.
Dr. Sunwat.
Dr. Sunwat.
Some.
All that's making me think of is that one skit that ProZD did about how people can't manage to pronounce his name.
What his real name? I thought you were talking about like his YouTube name. I'm like,
No,
People
his
can't
name
pronounce
is his name is Sungwon, and he's
yes.
like what it's like having a non-white name, and he's giving like examples of things people have said. They're like Sewage Wooge.
you know, I probably mentioned this before, but when I was in 7th grade, I knew a kid in PE class who had the
Guys, I think
People
the
in-
popcorn stand is closed.
I knew this poor Korean kid who had the name of Dong Hong, and in our PE class, you had to write your name in big letters on your shirt. So, yeah.
That poor kid.
Oh God.
Yeah, I remember having a friend in middle school named Johnny Chi, and we always called him Cheese.
Yeah.
No, just don't call him late for dinner. Did you ever see the Lego Batman movie, Jonas?
Yeah. Although I remember like next to nothing about it other than Will Arnett was in it, and yeah,
It was Batman.
Good.
I was just thinking about that bit in the movie where Robin is first introducing himself to him. He's like, "My name's Richard Grayson, but the kids at the orphanage call me Dick." And Batman's like, "Well, children can be cruel." Do you know that, shoot, what's her name? It's not coming to me. Did you know? You know her!
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've narrowed it down from like half of all possibilities.
I did in fact know that J.K. Rowling is a person, and is an awful one at that.
Yeah, she's not even trying to... I'm sorry, what'd you say, Rick?
I'm doing Kirby's wobble as he's
Oh, I
currently
see.
a water balloon.
Don't like that.
You know that's somebody's thing.
Yes! That doesn't make me like it anymore, thank you.
What giant wobbly water balloon Kirby is somebody's thing?
No, like going slush, 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 because you're wobbling around.
Oh. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, sure. That's the part I was.
I love it when they go slursh, slursh, slursh.
You having fun there, Jonas?
Slursh, slursh.
Cool. Don't let me get in your way.
Lean in close and slush my ear. Anyway, let's
Please, let's move.
Sorry about that.
GC, thank you. You saved us.
hello, GC. You can
Basically
now that
doing
you're here,
Super
we-
Mario Sunshine right here.
Yeah, basically.
I saved you.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier, and I have invoked it. Now we're doing water puzzles.
You did it, you monster.
I did it. It was me. I'm the man who did it. I'm the did it boy.
You're the did it boy.
Dude, boy.
I'm the one who culprits.
Did It Boy either sounds like a game
there's the last one.
or like a creepypasta.
Why not both?
No, he's like
One of
like
those
an-
movies with the intentionally stupid titles, like the Bye Bye Man.
Oh god, the bye bye man. The
No, he's one of those like
man.
anti-SCPs who like you write something on your to-do list and then you turn around and when you turn back, the did it boy has done it.
Wait a
Man,
minute.
I want the did it boy.
I was gonna say, how's that bad? I'm gonna put him on the salary. You know.
Put him on the payroll.
There's I was watching a video the other day where they were talking about SCP-999, which is supposed to be like
Toy Hammer.
the ultimate goodness in the universe.
Popcorn.
And
I don't
how
think
it
that'll
might be the
exist.
most powerful SCP, which is like, eventually the good guys will win.
So why are they containing it?
It
I love-
desires to be contained.
I like the
No.
SCPs where it's like it's so abstract we can't actually tell you anything about it. It's everything and everywhere. You're
Oh,
the
man.
SCP.
Entire thing is just redacted.
Is it 482? Is the one where it's like you can't mention its name or write words about it? So the entire page is like in pictograph. It's such a creative thing. I loved it so much.
You know.
Or the one where it's like no one can remember that it exists, and the only reason people remember that it exists, kind of, is because it has an entry.
Right. Right.
You all right there, Jonas?
No, I'm just thinking about how like the SCPs are like that. It's like a junk drawer for like scare. You know, like every like scary concept every kid's ever had. You know.
There is a certain accuracy to that statement.
I mean, it's like when you're 8 and you're like, what if there was a monster that lived in your notepad margins or something like that, you know?
And also how certain things, like from different perspectives, could be horrifying, like what we're watching right now, Kirby.
Yeah.
You could easily describe Kirby as a horror SCP.
Oh, sure. Kirby is absolutely an SCP.
That looks like go-karts.
How would you describe Kirby as an SCP? That would be like, subject is nominally spheroid, flesh-colored.
He's wobular, bobular, tubular, boobular.
Appears to have hyper-extensive engulfing abilities.
And has a ceaseless appetite for all matter.
Do not allow subject near any usable mechanical objects, etc.
Do not allow subject.
Object must be contained at a pressure of no less than 2,000 kilopascals. I don't know.
You have to keep it under pressure.
Yeah, you have to keep,
there's like 30 or 40 good SCPs. There's also like 682, the unkillable lizard.
Is that a thing?
Is there anything special or frightening about the lizard other than the fact that it can't be killed?
I mean, it's like 10 feet long, and it's got like exposed skeleton bits and stuff, and it's like very intelligent. It taunts SCP all the time, but yeah, they like can't kill it. The only way they can contain it is because they have to keep it submerged in a pool of hydrochloric acid at all times. So its
trait, its defining trait is that you can't kill it.
They've put it in a machine that can rewrite the laws of physics, and it beat that machine.
I love it.
The machine made it so atoms could not exist, and the creature still survived.
I love that. But the thing that I wanted out of it was I wanted it to be otherwise completely normal and unremarkable, like the size of a gecko or something. I just wanted it to be this completely immortal lizard that it can't hurt you, but you can't hurt it either.
Yeah, like when you said the killable lizard, I just pictured it's like the terrarium size, like a leopard gecko or something, and I
like the helmet Kirby has on when he has the hammer.
I like his safety helmet.
Yeah,
Kirby being responsible.
So I just googled Kirby SCP, and apparently SCP-3450 is a text document containing a work of fan fiction featuring characters from the Kirby video game series.
But does it feature Kirby itself?
I was going to say, the fanfic is the SCP?
Yeah. SCP-3450's anomalous properties manifest in the second chapter of the document. When an individual views this portion of SCP-3450, one original character created by the reader in an existing fictional narrative will appear in the document and participate in the events of the story. In all recorded cases, this character appears as an ally to King DDD. After a brief combat sequence, the character is inhaled and consumed by the protagonist, who then replicates one or more of the character's defining characteristics. SCP-3450 has not been observed to manifest the same original character more than once.
Ages ago, I don't know if anything ever came of it, but ages ago, someone was writing an SCP entry about Penny's collar.
God! What is this timeline?
It's the best timeline. It's also the worst timeline.
Yeah, it turns out they're closer to each other than you think.
Stoker, was it you or someone else?
Yes, I did it. 'Twas I did the deed.
Was it you who tried to get me to watch the the horror movie about the infectious gibberish.
Oh, Pontypool?
That's the one. Yeah.
I probably recommended that to you.
I have to say, is that a movie you made, Jonas?
Yeah, it's set in like a radio station, and it's a zombie movie where the zombie plague is transmitted by language. And it starts if you like get stuck on repeating like the same thing over and over again. That's like the first sign of its manifestation. Ah, good times.
So you got yourself a train there.
I do. This is my train. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
I have many trains.
You have such a good VoIP quality from on board.
Yeah, well, you know, I have a good mic, and also the trains are loud.
Zoka has like an actual pro mic.
I do, it's true.
Yes, NB Possum, that there was also a virus in Metal Gear Phantom Pain that was transmitted by language.
Yes, there was.
With one character in the game was infected with like the English strain, and
So,
basically agreed to stay silent forever just to keep it from spreading.
So it could be spread by any words?
Yeah, it's
Like,
like if you speak that language, then the virus will incubate.
Do you have to say a specific phrase?
Nope, it's just the phenomes of that language.
That's crazy.
Which, I mean, it's like hand wavy, but...
Well, I mean...
It is a bit wavy, but I'd be scared. That
Would the virus know if I had the English variant, but I was saying no in Spanish?
Probably, yeah.
How do you say no in Spanish? Anyway.
No, not gente.
Nice.
What's this about no hentai?
Come on, Stoker, you live in Louisiana. You should know a little bit of Spanish.
I thought you...
No, that's the Japanese.
What did you think they were going to say, Jonas?
I thought Noah was going to say, you live in Louisiana, you should know about hentai.
I mean, New Orleans is a pretty wild town, y'all.
Tempo says, has Rick played Control?
I have not. I've heard of it.
Yeah. That was as close as we'll probably get to it, like a AAA SCP game.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Oh, hang on a moment.
Yeah. It's like a third-person shooter game, but there's a lot of similarities between sort of the idea of this, like, sort of government regulatory thing that keeps weird, freaky objects away from normal eyes.
Back in the day, we didn't need SCPs. We just had the X-Files. Same thing.
You're like, back in the day, we didn't need SCPs. We just walked down the street and were terrorized by our neighbors.
Like, what was it? There was one of those... It wasn't a floppy disk. It's... What's the thing that it looks like a floppy disk, but it's like 8 inches across?
I mean...
Wait a minute.
I think those are just larger floppy disks.
You old people help me here. I don't remember your technology.
Are you talking?
It was just the floppy disk, right?
Technically, they're all called floppy disks because they're not hard disks.
Right.
Yeah, those
because they were
original
floppy disks,
floppies.
and then there was the 3.5-inch floppy.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think there's one even bigger than the 8-inch floppy.
Anyway,
there are like several bigger ones for.
the point I'm trying to make is you find one of those in Control and it allows you to fly. Like, it's that
Nice.
kind of stuff.
Mm.
You find, like, a toaster that allows you to shoot laser beams or something like that. There's a bunch of other weird things.
Man, that's a good-ass toaster. I need to find that one. You
I
know...
need to find the fire alarm or smoke detector that doesn't go off if you don't want it to. My smoke detector is too freaking close to my oven, and if I just open my oven door, it goes off.
Bomb.
You know, we had a monoxide detector in the old apartment like that. It pissed me off so much. Like, it would just go off for nothing. Like, I had to, like, Google how to disconnect it.
Yeah, I have a step stool sitting under the alarm that I have to go up and take out the battery every time I want to like cook something in my oven, or I want to cook something hot, like really hot on the stove, like a steak or something.
That's awesome.
Okay.
And you know what game I miss?
What's that?
I miss Eternal Darkness. Haven't played it so
Giant
long.
sword.
Well, Stoker misses you too.
I mean, it probably does.
Geigen Sword is my go-to for just bosses and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Slices
Stoker,
and dices and kills all your bosses.
don't forget to renumber the pages, by the way.
Yeah, where were those all incorrect numbers posted?
On the script?
Wait, they're incorrect on the script itself?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How the heck did that happen? Where's our quality control?
You guys are talking about you guys have to do more quality control now. Do you actually have somebody who's working on that, or is it just that everyone kind of contributes thing?
Well, okay, so I set up a role so that the entire team is pinged when a page is quote unquote done, and then anyone who wants to can go in there and look for Greebles. But that's at the end point. That's like when everything has been added to the page. No, we don't have anyone like checking the script, which I probably should.
So you don't have a dedicated Greebler?
No, do you want to be
Or
the
D.
Greebler?
Greebler?
Dedicated anti-Greebler.
Would you like to be our Greebler? Ronald McDonald versus the Greebler.
Well, I mean, let's...
Greeble.
You don't say.
Go on, Stoker.
I'm not sure I remember.
Greeble, evil Knievel? Okay.
Yes.
It did that perfectly. It wants me to take shortcuts.
That's usually how you get ahead in life, Rick.
Yeah, in fact, there's one of the stars is specifically, or missions is specifically doing the shortcuts.
So now we're doing Mario Kart with Kirby now, I see. He even got the short hop way. Cool. Oh, shoot.
You alright there, JC?
Rick fell into the water.
Oh, how dare you.
How dare me? How dare you? Okay.
I dare very well, thank you.
Oh, there you go.
I have no idea what any of these enemies are, but I'm grooving on it.
Oh, that's Pumblegump, and that's Hubenstein, and that's
Oh,
Stank
just
Von
made it.
Hook.
God.
That's better.
Oh, it's Gafflepuff! Anyway. I'm hoarse. I'm finding out what my limits on talking are.
I thought you were a raccoon.
Yeah, thank you.
Out that box.
He's still sleepy.
Ow.
No, you woke him up.
Only that chocolate bar.
That's valid.
Oh.
Kirby eats a chocolate Kirby. Because, well, chocolate Kirby. Ah!
You don't say.
I don't know where my train of logic was going here. I'm sorry.
Aw. It's okay, we forgive you. Again, this time.
Man.
Rick, I don't know if I've asked this. Do you have any interest in streaming Power Wash Simulator?
Sort of, yeah.
You know, I was looking at
Because
this.
it's co-op.
Well, yeah, I was thinking like this because now this is something we could all do.
Yeah.
It would be a good what's like a good
Team building exercise?
Well,
I also found out you can actually play a co-op in story mode, which is actually pretty cool.
no, I was
There's a
thinking like
story mode?
Yeah, there's a story mode in it, yes.
it would be a fun like interstitial thing, like when you guys do Deep Rock. Like it's good for like when you're done with something epic or big or involved or cerebral, and you just want, oh, we're gonna spray some cars,
Station at the House of Horrors.
Say what now?
The haunted house.
With aliens.
Oh, sweet. I gotta check this out.
But yeah, if y'all want to do Power Wash Simulator, I'm completely down for that.
I think that'd be awesome.
Six players max, so we could have a bunch of people.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I expected like 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, you look when you look at the players look like the Hazmat Power Rangers.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's amazing.
I really wish that they didn't have to announce this literally every single time. I know.
Power Wash Rangers.
Go, Power Wash Rangers.
One of their animals like an elephant, and it uses the trunk to spray.
That's adorable.
That's really good.
Evolve.
Like a Pokemon.
Sword became Billy Big Sword.
I read about the game also, but I think I keep my best
There
shot
we
because
go.
it's from what I've read, it's actually better when you get into it without knowing what to do because it's hilarious.
Well, I've got good news.
You don't know anything of the game.
I don't know what to do.
Good.
I don't know what. I don't know who.
Stoker don't know who.
No, nothing about nobody.
Okay. It charges twice, and it's pretty fast.
Now, another thing this has, you can't use your dodge roll anymore, but when you guard,
Yeah.
you have an actual guard.
You become like
Face mask shield thing.
Yep.
You really are just cosplaying the boss.
You're a Viking Kirby.
I'm not a cute puffball, I'm a scary barbarian. Fear me.
I mean, if they were wise, they would fear him. Kirby is the God
I'll
Slayer.
do that after. I want you to go to the
You're
next level.
absolutely right. That is it is canonical. He is a god slayer.
Yeah, he is.
I like the fact that Kirby's design is so neotenous and benign and charming that everyone like automatically wants to ascribe horrific qualities to him.
We don't have to. The games do it.
Yeah, Nintendo does it themselves.
They've implied that he's related to these elder gods.
Eat 3 of the ghost hidden snacks.
Oh, don't take their snacks.
It's exactly the type of mission you'd get in a Kirby game.
It's so mean. What are they gonna eat on their union mandated breaks?
Each other.
There you go.
It's a thingy world out there. The funniest thing about this particular Discord server is we'll be talking about something from like an hour ago, and someone will post a link to the thing that we're talking about in the server, and I won't notice, or they'll post a picture of it in the server, and then I'll go back to check, and I'll look, and oh look, it's Cronus devouring his son. Or Saturn, or whatever the name. Well, I mean, that's not even actually the name of the picture. That's just what it was named by the people who discovered those paintings.
Yes, Kirby
Everyone
is, now
is actually
like,
familiar with the story behind Goya's black paintings, right?
Actually, no.
Oh, you don't know?
I'm familiar with the mythology story, but you're saying like the story of their creation? No.
Of the paintings themselves. Okay, so
I know Goya was an artist.
I won't lie to you,
So-
Goya is not one of my favorites.
yeah, well, you know what, your face isn't one of Goya's favorites. Oh!
How am I gonna get
Yes.
over that? I'm over it.
Okay. So Goya was a painter, Spanish, I believe, who was known for like all these lovely works of realism and illustrations of biblical scenes and stuff, etc., etc. And when he died, the house that he lived in they discovered that all these paintings were painted directly on the walls of the house. These just like weird, freaky, crazy paintings. Like the most famous one is Saturn devouring his son, but there's yeah, it was directly on the wall, like painted straight onto the wood of the wall.
Wow.
And that was in the dining room, by the way. And they were in
paintings thematic.
They were in every room, straight on the walls, and they illustrated stuff like that giant devouring that person. There was one. There was a painting of a witch's Sabbath.
God.
There was all this crazy stuff, and nobody knows why he painted these. He did not leave anything about their actual names or meanings or anything. All the names that were given to them were ascribed to them by the people who found them.
He just went like utterly Lewis Wayne or something. His God. That's.
And just imagine, like, he lived surrounded by these things.
You know, I once had this idea of like a cute little Italian bistro with like fresco paintings that are like lovingly done, but it's like pictures of like tyrannosaurs eating people, stuff like that. You know, it's like
Very popular with children.
I mean, it probably would be. You've heard of
Dad, can we go to the cool cafe?
You've heard of those dinosaur trading cards that were the sequel to the original Mars Attacks trading cards, right?
I did not.
Oh my gosh. Like, you know about the original Mars Attacks ones, right? I'm not talking about the Tim Burton movie. That was based on the
like
cards.
the tops ones from like the 60s, 70s?
50s actually.
50s,
I'm pretty
okay.
sure.
Okay.
I'm reasonably sure. For those who aren't familiar, in the 1950s, possibly 60s, but I want to say 50s, there were these trading cards called Mars Attacks, which were later, Tim Burton later made a movie based on them.
Right.
And they were about these Martian men who look kind of like skeletons with big brain heads. And they were just a series of images on these cards of the Martians doing like all this horrific stuff. And they were very graphic, and parents hated them, and kids loved them. Like, the most infamous one is like Martian destroys a dog, and like they show a Martian like vaporizing a dog in mid-bark.
Well, like the thing from the Burton movie where they were like funny colored skeletons, that was from the cards, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what they look
yeah.
like in the cards.
Yeah, because obviously they didn't want to have like gory.
But well, no, the cards are plenty gory. It's
Actually,
just what the
that's
Martians
true.
are doing to the people.
That's
but
true. Yeah.
they made a sequel series to that where it was dinosaurs attacking people, and they were like eating them, and people were running around and screaming. And like these things tell a story. And like the final card in the series is like the release of literally dinosaur Satan from his prison.
Amazing.
Rick, if you
Like, if you
hold
look it
one
up,
there
you can
and
find
then
him.
run all the way to the left and then let go.
And bear in mind that this was coming out right during like the era when the boomers were like kids, you know, like
Yeah.
this
Okay.
is, you know, the supposedly wholesome era of America.
You know, I'm going to look for dinosaur Satan.
Can I just quote you out of context there, Stoker?
Please do. Of
Lord.
course, that's someone's Twitter
is-
username. Why wouldn't it be?
It's normal in this day and age, what we just quoted.
Is that the one?
You said from Dinosaurs Attack, right?
I think that's the name of it.
Dinosaur Satan sounds like something out of a chick tract. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
here he is. The card's called Supreme Evil. I found him.
Yeah.
Here, I'll post it here and here. Here's the Supreme Evil. Dinosaur Satan. Know nothing about the Twitter I just linked this from, so, you know, browse at your own risk.
Wow. Wow. God.
No Satan.
I want this to be my album cover.
Well, Jonas, don't let your dreams be dreams.
Okay, Rick. See, your task is to make a version of Supreme Evil that's like cute.
Cute and or hot. We'll accept either.
But
Yeah, that's what you don't's boss looks like.
Yeah.
look. That's going to be Kitsune and whatever final boss is going to fight at the end of this arc. Don't jinx it.
But yeah, he looks like he'd be right at home in House Pets Hell.
That's a great sentence. It's a great sentence to have devoid of context.
Right?
Just look at a guy and be like, oh, he looks like he'd be right at home in House Pets Hell.
That's funny. Doing a Wile E. Coyote test here.
Of
Oh,
course.
wow. Oh, nice.
Then we would have the big evil demon and Bahamut have to fight each other, and then they do so in hand-to-hand combat, and then of course they have to use their holy oil to help the fight, and then they like have to grapple each other and
They do like, you know, a few panels of JoJo poses because it's all the rage these days with the kids.
Wait, hang on. Holy oil? Doesn't mean holy water?
Okay, first of all, the joke, Jonas.
please.
The joke, Jonas, is that Miller is being horny on Maine. Second of all,
Okay.
there is such a thing as holy oil. So
Do you use it for like baking Jesus cookies or
Look, all right.
yes, Jonas, it's for anointing.
14th century monks did not get fat on holy water. All right.
It's for anointing, you goofus.
I'm doing this. I don't know what you guys are doing over there. I'm just gonna do my thing over here.
Jones is just in his lane and absolutely refuses to do anything else.
I can't take you anywhere.
Time Crash Blueprint. Now you can evolve the Crash ability. I haven't even gotten the Crash ability. I thought
Crash
that was
Blueprint.
just... I didn't know that they had Crash in this game, because in many of the previous Kirby games, they just made that into Bomb.
Yeah, there's a few of the power explodey or powder keg explodey enemies in here that'll give you Crash. There's one. And it is a one-time use.
Yeah.
Time Crash is really interesting, though.
Is Kirby like wearing the demon core or something?
In a sense.
Interesting that painting didn't follow her. Now it did.
Oh,
Ah, there's a secret behind it.
Not quite fake.
Oh, why's my phone alarm going off?
Yeah, see,
Oh, right, because I
they
said
teach
that.
you to notice which one's real and which one's fake. And then they're like, oh, now you have to trigger the fake one to get a secret.
Subvert.
Who you calling a subvert?
I guess somebody named Sub or somebody named Vert.
Well, that's certainly an answer. That's very technically an answer.
Oh yeah, this game does look amazing, chat.
Nom nom nom.
This place's aesthetic is just great.
Ah,
it feels like
no.
like one of those bowling alleys. You know, when they do.
Well, I'm
like,
telling you,
they-
it's like like a '90s bowling alley
At least
arcade
everything
with
stays
like
destroyed.
Space Mountain.
God, I love those like '90s arcade rug floor kind of things with the, you know, the black carpet with all the little like multicolored
The Heegly Greeglies.
yes, they,
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing one recently that like I don't know if they opened recently or if they just had a resurgence, but they are like specifically trying to maintain that sort of aesthetic. The place has a full arcade and then also an indoor go-kart track.
Oh, you gotta love stuff like that. You have to. It's the law.
Someplace kind of like that opened up near me, and they had to shut down because they weren't getting enough business.
Oh,
you know,
Although they opened like not long before COVID hit, so
well, that'll do it every time.
Lightron Works sign. The Lightron Works company was a massive corporation that invested in research and development within all kinds of fields: electro, bio, astro, and more. Lightron eventually split up, giving rise to many rival companies and countless heated corporate battles.
Oh, okay.
all right.
Oh, so we're in a post-Tesla world.
Can't wait to be in the post-Tesla world.
Wild Frosty. The mysterious vortex brought Mr. Frosty to the new world too. He arrived shortly before Kirby and immediately joined the Beast Pack. The change in wardrobe must have made it an easy choice. It's tough to be the new guy, but his fellow beasts love working with him.
so wholesome.
How can you not love working with a guy who's got a blue beard?
Oh, that's what this thing is. I've driven by this thing multiple times. It's in Dallas. It's called Andretti.
All right.
Andretti's Arcade.
Oh, never mind.
You know, there's one I don't know if it's still there. There's one arcade over at the mall that preserves. It has the aesthetic just right, but it's like 95% claw machines, and like, you know, it's like the size of an event space, but it's just mostly just claw machines. And I'm
Oops, all
like,
claw machines.
well, I mean,
I'm just going to assume that's a front for mafia money laundering.
I think that's a fair. Well, I don't know about the money laundering thing, but I think that's a fairly common thing in Japan, having like not necessarily arcades, but stores where it's like this is all just claw machines, and then in other stores like this is all gotcha machines.
well,
Yeah,
Okay,
so there are
fine,
definitely
It's Yakuza money laundering. Okay.
there are definitely stores where there's literally no human attendant, and it's just a storefront that's full of gotcha machines because it's basically all self-service.
I don't mind that, but just don't call it an arcade. Call it,
Call it the
think they do.
Sneasel.
just call it like the gotcha lair.
The gotcha lair.
I don't know.
Call it, you thought this was gonna have games. Gotcha!
Oh my God, Miller, that's beautiful. God, that
It's got.
aesthetic.
Oh my god! I am just realizing. Yeah, the go-kart track has 3 levels to it, like vertical levels.
Wow, that's wow.
You know, I've only been go karting like once or twice in my life. I think it was maybe Disneyland. Does Disneyland have a Stoker? Does Disneyland have a go kart?
It's not proper go-karts. It's you know those little cars in the
Bumper cars.
No, they're not bumper cars. It's called like frick, what's that called?
It's like Tomorrowland Speedway or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, and they run on actual gasoline, and it
Right.
smells absolutely horrendous.
Yeah. So I've been on that, and I think like there was one other speedway at some point in my childhood where me and Dad went to one, and like part of me thinks, okay, this would be fun, but I don't know if it actually would.
Man, of all the attractions that they keep running at Disneyland, I cannot believe that one is still around.
Something like, are you thinking about going to this thing?
What, me?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just trying to think of like, I was like, oh, I've seen that. Because I was saying I saw something recently that had that aesthetic that you're talking about, that we saw in that haunted house.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I forgot it was this thing. No, I remember actually with the VR place I was looking at, I was going to ask them to like see if they wanted to work with this location and like make a VR thing for them.
Nice.
And be just like, oh, you can make, you know, first party game thing.
Yeah. God, this level's very eye-murdering.
Very eye murdering. Well, you know what, Jonas? We're on the internet. There's plenty of stuff that murders our eyes.
Prosody recently did a I'm going to rank the rides at
0.83
Disneyland
second off
video.
target time. I do appreciate that the target time isn't necessary. It just gives you a coin bonus.
Yeah.
Who did a video about ranking the rides at Disneyland? Shut up.
It was a Prosody, and some of the rides he mentioned, I was like, those are still there?
Yeah,
I remember them
Disneyland
from
has
my
a lot of
childhood.
Disneyland has a lot of like the old stuff still present.
I vastly prefer the slow rides like Haunted Mansion. I don't really like the fast, jerky ones. I mean,
Haunted Mansion. My beloved, it's been so long since I've seen you, and since
God,
you've
that's
seen
right.
me.
What was it? When did we go? It was 2013?
Okay, the last time I went was 2019 because I went for the Haunted Mansion's 50th anniversary celebration.
Oh,
Because the Haunted Mansion opened in 1969.
yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
When we went to the moon.
Would say it. And yeah, it opened in '69. And frickety frick frack. And you can quote me on that.
Oh, I plan to.
I have not been to New Zealand since we went. Not that I'm really like jonesing for it, but
No, not that you're Indiana Jonesing for it.
Okay, yeah.
It's funny because there's an Indiana Jones ride at Disneyland. Did you know
not that I'm really jonesing
He's not
for
Joe. Damn it.
it. Although that's one of those things where I would only ever go with friends. Actually, at this point, given that it's like $100+ to get in the park, I'd probably.
Oh, Jonas, you sweet summer child. You think it's that cheap?
How much is it now?
I don't know what it is right now. They keep going up constantly.
Hold on.
It's like Netflix. Ah! Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, fine. You know what? At this point, I'd just be like, you guys have fun. I'll be at the Starbucks across the street. Let me know how all the stuff is cool and magical.
You know, I have to say, last time I was at Walt Disney World, not Disneyland, but Walt Disney World, I was kind of underwhelmed. I feel like Disney World in particular has really lost something in recent years. That something being, at the very least, the quality of the food.
I mean, you know, it's it's Disney World, you know. I mean,
Yeah, I know. But I'm not the only one who's noticed. Apparently a lot of people are like, man, this place has gone downhill.
I mean,
You mentioned Defunctland earlier in the stream, and yeah, I remember him watch the Fast Pass video.
Uh-huh.
Where it was just like, they have made this literally worse for the only point of allowing you the opportunity to pay to make it better.
Yeah, that is extremely accurate. Like,
I mean,
the
you
original...
see that everywhere now, though. Like, invent an inconvenience and then sell the convenience back to you.
Yeah,
Well,
it's...
that's like planned obsolescence is the same thing, right?
Yeah. Like, the original Fast Pass system was freaking perfect, okay? When they first came up with that in the late 90s, I think it was, that was, like, there was nothing wrong with that. And then they upgraded it, quote-unquote, upgraded it to Fast Pass Plus, and literally everyone hated it. And they, you could even find people who'd never heard of it, they still hated it. And then, they took Fast Pass Plus and made it worse by, doing the Genie Plus thing instead, and everyone hates that even more. It's so transparently money grubby, and Disney was already expensive to begin with.
You know, maybe they're starting to get past their prime. Maybe it's, maybe like...
Let's just
Well,
go
part
to
of the issue...
Let's just go to a VR chat theme park instead.
Yeah, seriously, right? Part of the issue is that they keep buying so many media companies. They're overextending themselves.
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
Like they have to make back all those billions they're spending on buying every company that's ever existed. But oh, hey, speaking of which, this didn't. I don't think this made a whole lot of news. But did anyone hear that Amazon bought MGM?
Yeah, I heard that.
oh,
I did not hear that, but it does not surprise me.
God. All right.
Yeah. How's that?
And
Ain't that a fine how do you do?
And here's your
Wait.
Disneyland at night.
See, yeah. Nice. This is cute. I'm waiting for like the corporate singularity when it becomes like Time Warner, Comcast, Amazon, Disney.
Taco Bell,
Vibe.
KFC, NASA.
Wasn't that a gag in the Helsing Ultimate Abridged that since corporations were legally considered people, they could run for president now? And they're like, President Disney Pepsi Coke.
Okay.
They're going with the Airbud defense. There's nothing in the Constitution that says a corporation can't be president.
Personally, at this point, I would possibly vote for Airbud if he were in the running.
Oh, he's the best president ever. Look at him. Look
I
at
mean, you
him.
could do worse than having a president, dog.
Dude,
Matter
We've
of fact,
done
we
worse
have
than having
done
a
worse.
president.
He's so
I was gonna
president.
say we've done worse in recent years.
I'd take a toaster.
It's topical.
Take a toaster.
You don't even need to plug it in. Just a toaster.
The brave little toaster.
Absolutely
goes
take
to
a
Washington.
toaster. He is loyal to his friends. He would travel across the country to save one of his friends.
And go to Mars.
And go to.
Okay, so like, did like the scary scene in Brave Little Toaster like mess up anyone else as a kid?
No, Jonas, just you.
It's one where I think I had a reaction to it when I was younger, but then I didn't remember it very well. And then when I saw it later, I was just like, yeah, I can see why a little kid would think this is a little scary.
I happened to be in a very silly mood at the time when I saw that, and I was just laughing because of how comedically dark it was to me.
How old were you, though?
Oh, I was like 8, 9.
Which scene are you talking about? There's several scenes like that in Brave Little Toaster.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's several scenes that could qualify as the scary scene.
Well,
Both the air conditioner and the junkyard.
Air conditioner.
the air conditioner freaked me out, and the magnet. The magnet freaked me out, and the grinding. The part where he was like ground up in the gears.
Yeah.
Like he's a
Yeah.
cute little.
I think the one where it was the vacuum
Oh.
cleaner started eating his own cord. I think that was the one that honestly freaked me out the most as a child because I was like, oh my god, he's actually gonna die.
Rick, stay out of the mud.
See, that came out in '87, so I would have been 10. I think I saw that in the theater.
I didn't, because I was a wee little baby child.
Right. You were
I
like,
was -7 or
Yeah.
-9.
Yeah, it was a
really
home
bad.
video release for me,
I think I've
which is
mentioned
part
this
of
on
why it
the,
was so funny.
I think I've mentioned this on the stream
Come
before,
on.
but the first movie I ever remember seeing in a movie theater, it was not the first movie I ever saw, according to my mom, but the first one I have any memory of seeing in a movie theater was Batman, the Tim Burton, Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson one. That possibly explains a few things.
Mine was actually Robin Hood.
Which
I am
version?
so happy for that.
Wait, do you mean the Disney version?
Yes, that was the first in-theater movie I ever saw.
Oh my gosh. You were destined for this.
okay, so do any of you remember I guess it would have been the second, maybe third 80s Care Bear movie? Where it was at summer camp and there was the
5 seconds, huh?
the evil kid who was also like an evil demon or whatever. Do you know
yeah.
what I'm talking? Yeah.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. His name was like Nicholas.
No. What? Maybe. God, it's been forever. It was one of the Nirvana ones. Anyway, so one of the kids. I mean, I think basically he was like a demon disguised as a kid.
That's
And, like,
what he was, yes.
Yeah. And it was actually
That
like
there you
Apparently,
go,
it
Rick.
counts as a shortcut.
You just cheat. That's how you get 5 seconds. Is you cheat.
yeah. And there's a scene like towards the end where one of the protagonist kids like she gets killed. They don't say she gets killed, by his magic zaps her, and she's like lying there motionless. And they're like, the Care Bears are like trying to revive her. And one of the Care Bears looks straight at the audience and is like, "We have to help her. Show that you help her. Just say that you care." And like, the Care Bears are chanting, "We care. We care." And no, it gets better. The audience, the audience, all the kids in the audience started chanting it too. And then all the adults started chanting it with the kids. And like, looking back on it, it's like this weird cult moment for me.
And you're like, anyway, in unrelated news, I got this cool curvy dagger.
Oh, hi, Dis.
Hello.
It did.
Hey, Des.
Wow.
Good times.
Reminds me of Jet in Avatar: Last Airbender when he gets hit by one of the earthbending moves and he does not move. You do not see him breathe. He does not do anything. They don't say he's dead, but he's dead. his insides got turned to jello.
Is that the one they did the off-screen mercy killing on? I can't remember.
I think the moment it hit him was off screen, but yes, it was like there was like, a rock shooting out of the ground where he was standing and he was just on the floor not moving.
Yeah, that happens.
I really want to talk to like 90s kids and find out how many people were just utterly traumatized by Ash getting blasted and turned to stone.
That
And then all the Pokemon resurrecting it with their freaking tears.
To the song, "If Only Tears Could Bring You Back to Me."
I mean, I just want to know, like, if I'd been a child watching that, I was a teenager, so at that point I was, emotionally inured. But if I'd been a child watching that, I would have been just like in therapy for the next decade. Okay.
no, I was.
Oh,
five
as a
when
child,
watched
I
it.
was embarrassed. I was like, my parents are here watching this with me.
I was 5 when I watched it. I remember crying.
Like, that's some old Yeller shit right there.
That between that and the Digimon movies, Digi-Rap at the start, I swore I'm never watching any of these movies with my parents ever again.
Yeah. I feel proxy embarrassed on your behalf.
I just feel like I have. I just feel gremlin-y.
I need to.
It's the mood.
Yeah. No, I need to watch like the actual like subbed versions of the Digimon movies because apparently they really changed a lot.
They were 3 movies, and they chopped them up and slapped them
Right.
together as one, and they also put that stupid Angela Anaconda intro thing.
Yep. And they stuck like
Yeah.
a song by the Boss Tones in there.
Oh, they put a whole bunch of pop songs in there. They had Bare Naked Ladies one week.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, did they?
Yeah, just during some montage of stuff happening, like Ty getting diarrhea from his mom's cooking or something.
That wasn't.
Oh no,
so-
that was Izzy. That was Izzy.
Yeah, it was
That was
Izzy,
the
but
plot point. Izzy had to leave the room because Ty's mom's cooking gave him diarrhea, and in that
Wait.
time, Ty fucked up the computer.
Hang on. You're not being hyperbolic. That really is what happened.
That
Yes.
really happened.
It had some quite astounding facial animation going on during that.
Oh my god.
What on earth is Digimon?
Well, okay, so another thing,
Okay.
the movie felt even when they were three separate movies and in the Japanese stuff, whatever, they were like done by a different animation team than the regular episodes, and the story still kind of felt weird too. I don't know. It didn't feel like the rest of the show did.
I try my best to describe it too, but yeah, the movies were animation wise a lot different. Let me see.
And then they made that same, essentially, the director made that same movie essentially again. It was Cyber Wars. If you have seen either Cyber Wars or the Digimon movie, you've seen the other one.
Oh, I think maybe I've seen that.
I don't think I've seen Cyber Wars though. Let's see here.
You might have seen the bunny guy from Cyber
Hey,
Wars.
Stoker.
Huh? Is it her?
What?
Is it her?
Wait,
Oh,
what?
Wait,
What's
are
that
you
again?
saying? Ray, do you mean Summer Wars?
Summer Wars, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Okay.
I've definitely seen Summer Wars.
Has the time finally come?
Wait,
This is Stoker's
That
moment,
one's
is it?
locked. I have a sword treasure to do first.
Oh, dang it. I got
He's
so
so
oh,
you.
it's Big Tush Claw Lady.
Yes.
That's her name. That's her
Yeah,
canon.
big tush claw lady.
I don't
Need
like
to
the
cut
rules.
some ropes.
Okay, so be
Sakurai
You
really
have
had
to
to push
cut
for
the
that
rope.
name to get through.
okay, so be honest with me. How many people here are here just for her?
You can't see it, but my hand's up.
Rick, the left one.
I'm reserving judgment until I see like
Oh wait, that was
what she's actually like.
Yeah.
Right one, I think.
which one confused me? That one.
That's
the one where you go left.
See.
What's her actual name? Is it like
It's Clawreline.
Claw-
Lethal Leopard
Claw-
Clawreline.
Clawreline? God, that
We got two in the audience so far. Let's see. Jess Boxer is accused of get Rick Stoker's hopes up. Okay.
well, we still have 8 minutes.
Yeah. Summer Wars
yeah.
is a movie I definitely want to watch. I just haven't seen it on streaming anywhere is the problem.
Time
I
for
just- watched it on some anime website that probably doesn't exist anymore.
I have a long anime list, like going back to like my childhood, and like I still need to watch. Like there was a lot of stuff like Voltron and Robotech where I really want to see the originals, like Go Lion and
Yeah.
you know, Macross must be it. Because back then,
So this is the
A lot of
penalty
co-
is just wasting your time right there.
Yeah, to get the
I mean,
target
time
time, you do
is-
the-
Time is the most precious resource you have, so that is quite a terrible penalty.
but yeah, the dubbing companies back then butchered everything for the sake of localization.
Well, okay, I wouldn't go so far as to say, and I know this might be considered slightly heretical,
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that Robotech was butchered, per se. Because
Yeah,
a surprising amount of the source material, at least in the first, the original Macross adaptation, a surprising amount of the source material did actually make it into the cut. I know there's a lot of changes and people don't like them, and some of them I disagree with too, and some of them I'm kind of like, yeah, I see why you'd do that. But
they're not here Robotech. I think of BattleTech.
Here we go, Stoker.
I'm just gonna keep making like.
Yes, we're going up
Okay,
to
okay.
her.
Down, boy, down.
no.
Is
Oh,
that her?
is she wearing
Yes.
a top hat and a cape?
Yes, she is.
Oh my god. As if she couldn't get hotter. Lethal
Wow.
leopard claw.
She has glitter eyeliner.
Of course she does. She knew I was coming.
Yes, Sakurai did this all for you, Stoker.
You did. She's so cute. Look at her trying to kill you.
She's got like the Sally proportion bobblehead.
I mean, yes, but I
But
also love Kirby squish animations, I gotta say.
I like her eyes widen though when she tries to attack you.
She doesn't seem like she cares very much when you hit her.
She has infinite poise.
Oh, dang, that's cool.
nice.
Yeah, her eyes do open up when she gets hit. And when she does those big attacks.
Oh, well, that was a view that was
Oh,
specifically
God.
for me.
Slap, slap.
Oh.
She's freaking out.
Angie.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
god. She's doing like she's
Come
like
on.
trying to snipe you.
If you have the ranger ability, you can shoot her up there.
Is she ejecting her?
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Oh, our claws are stuck. Oh, no. Sure, that won't show up in art.
She's gonna be like, "How dare you defeat me?"
Big old bappy claws.
Oh, no, my claws are stuck and my tushy's in the air.
Is that it? Oh.
She exploded!
She's a Kirby boss. Of course she exploded.
He's like, she should have won. You should get a spin off.
Woods doesn't explode, he just cries.
Wispy Woods is an exception.
You're like, Wispy Woods is an outlier and shouldn't have been counted.
Okay. That was a good fight, last fight though. I liked it.
Anyway,
High up Balrine using Ranger and a bunch of other bonus stuff.
Now I gotta fight her in hard mode.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
this is the fourth
Stalker.
and fifth missions are always beat them fast and beat them without getting hit.
yes, GC, I hear you calling my name, GC.
be respectful.
I'm looking respectfully.
Okay.
It's fine, Stoker.
Hey, they're building
You know,
a Coliseum up there.
She'll live on in the fan fiction.
I just saw what Kid Skyfire said.
Bonk.
Punk.
I need a bat.
Yeah,
No, not
bonk.
not a Stoker bat. Another kind of bat.
You need a bat to hit the bat? Is that what
GC.
you're saying?
Yeah.
GC colon
Hey,
capital
Meta Knight.
BOP colon.
Oh, is that
Okay.
what it is? Wait, no, that didn't work.
All caps. All caps.
Oh, okay. Bop.
Remember, caps lock is cruise control for
Wait,
cool.
it didn't
Ah.
work.
It's bop,
Oh,
not bonk.
No. Wait, maybe don't do the colons.
What? Just BOP?
No colons allowed.
There we go.
Yeah.
What if I
Sorry.
just type BOP?
I think that might be a Frankerface thing. That I can use the colons for emotes.
That's weird.
Oh, how interesting.
Let me try something.
Oh,
This
yes,
was a
chat.
bop.
Chat. Watch out.
Watch out, there's a mad bopper on the loose.
Yeah, I have to remember I have 2 different Twitch add-ons in my browser. So
You have Twitch and double Twitch.
yeah, I have Twitch, I have Better Twitch, and I also have Frankerface Z.
What's that?
It's a chat
Where's Twitch?
thing.
Oh, yeah. We're,
So we just hit 50 views after that match. Pretty cool.
Pencil drill.
Sticking out of a sharpener.
Well,
That's great.
And you drill using pencil shavings.
Ooh,
Oh, you launch a little
Yeah.
pencil missile.
Before we're live, we got to see how this works.
Mr. Sandbag, send
And
me a bag.
They're different
Yeah.
colors too.
so do we know if there are any other hot beast bosses asking for a friend?
Spoilers, yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hot beast bosses in your area.
Also, evolve time crash.
Okay, let me go. Wow, it's all. I'm googling Cloverline. It's like all thirsty fan art. It's amazing.
Why are you even pretending to be surprised?
So it's sad me to say it, but we just hit midnight.
Oh,
Interesting.
we've gone sepia mode.
Wow.
Oh. Wait, I missed that. Shoot.
Still one-time use.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can charge up the activation really long, and it'll last longer.
I want to see it again. That was actually pretty
Okay,
awesome.
So, let's see. Go in here with Mr. Sandbag.
Mr. Sandbag, send me a bag.
Oh my god,
Make him
Kirby
the cutest
doing
that I ever
Ultra
had.
Instinct.
No, he's doing the world.
Zamarudo.
Zamarudo!
Yeah, literally creates a bubble of slowed time that you can beat people up in, and for each person you beat up, it lasts a little bit longer.
Oh my
I was
god.
gonna say timeless river mode. Kirby just unlocked timeless liver mode.
Crazy.
Timeless liver mode?
That's what I heard too.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Timeless
I,
River from
yeah.
Kingdom Hearts.
I slipped the tongue. I did say liver. Liver. And
Oh,
Kirby.
he's sleeping.
Oh my god, everyone knows
That
about
was
Bob
adorable.
now. They're going to be using it.
Oh, well, I'm
I'm
gonna.
sorry, everyone knows what now?
The Bop icon. Are there more
Oh.
Twitch Globals like that? Because I don't know any of them.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of ones for like Pokken Tournament that have just been there for forever. So there's like a Lucario and a Blaziken and Pikachu
Oh my
emotes.
god, there's a lot of them.
Wild Bonkers. Mysterious Vortex brought Bonkers to the New World, too. They arrived before Kirby and quickly joined the ranks of the Fearsome Beast pack. They really like their new look, and they're getting along with their new co-workers, especially the Mookies.
Really?
Mookies are the first
Kirby.
non-mini-boss form of hammer you can get in all of Kirby.
Tempo says, "Can you decorate the room, Warwick?" You mean Kirby's house room?
Come on, give me Clawline.
Yeah, seriously.
Wandaria statue.
Jimmy.
Wandaria was named after its founder, an author who wrote stories about a dog that explores outer space. Those stories became incredibly popular and were later used as a basis for Wandaria Theme Park, a land of dreams for kids of all ages, who are all dead now.
I wish it actually said that.
Thanks to Peanut. Peanut, how could you?
Oh,
Light
that's
bulb mouth Kirby.
extra cursed looking.
Kirby gained the mysterious mouthful mode ability after he flew through the vortex. Now he can stuff an entire light bulb into his mouth. Illuminate your surroundings with the glow from your gullet. It's hard to move when you're lit up, so study your surroundings, go dark again, and wobble onward. Carefully.
Go dark, Kirby. You've been compromised.
I like how you can tell that Coraline comes from this because she's on the actual vending
That's on
machine.
tape. Yeah.
Corn!
We all want her.
Come on, even we all want her. Yes.
Come on,
Bummer.
that's not her.
But it's a bombshell.
Well, that's like an hour later.
That one's
Oh.
sad that it's not her.
Extreme.
Order of takoyaki.
Order of takoyaki.
Ooh, takoyaki.
It's just an entire
Captured
stream
roulette.
of Rick pulling gotcha.
I can speed
Well, we
it up
did
a bit. Gearing.
We did a me stream. It looked like Stargate.
Hammer.
It's you.
It's 30 hammer with intense attack power. Your reach is short, but it's worth a it to bonk enemies and stakes. Hold the button to charge, then let go to do a hammer flip.
I should mention there are 80 models in Volume 2 alone.
Really? Okay, probably shouldn't do that then.
Oh my god.
I already wasted like 300 coins doing that.
Hey, it was effort. We appreciate it.
Can you trade? Is there like a marketplace or anything like that?
No,
I don't
it's
know.
Gotcha. There's no replicate. There's no getting multiples protection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there are. Oh, getting multiples protection. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This was fun.
Coliseum
Okay,
it up
folks.
tomorrow.
Thank you for
Thank
enjoying.
you all for joining us for this stream and for the con this weekend.
Yeah, it's good times.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
First con I've been into in years.
You know, I've been thinking about doing it like a Jonas con after watching Rick do this. It's like
We should do a Jonas Con.
It's. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of. I can kind of see the fun. I'm not.
Next time you think you need to do like emergency commissions, you're just like, hey, this weekend, Jonas Con.
Well, I need to like figure out like guests and like carefully budget it so that like my narrow extroversion gauge doesn't completely burn itself out. But yeah, I think this is fun. I think this really, this was definitely really enjoyable. And anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, good game and
Good night.
and good night.
All right.
Good night.
Wobble wobble.
We'll meet again. Don't know where. Don't know when. And that's probably tomorrow. We'll
It's probably tomorrow at
Probably.
9:45 p.m. or so.
Creatures of habit.
All right,
And if
good
not
night,
tomorrow,
everybody.
then Tuesday. You know.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Night, night.
Good night.